Okay, I'm literally trying to picture it. I don't see images in my brain, by the way. Just saying, because I know some people do, and I'm just like, lucky. It's just like, I can't see it, but I know what I'm imagining, if that makes sense. So are you daydreaming sometimes if you don't see images in your head? I don't know what that means. How do I explain it? Okay, so if you guys close your eyes right now and I say, envision a red apple, I can't do that.
Close your eyes and imagine a red apple. Now open them and look at this chart. Which one of these numbers would you say lines up with what you saw in your mind?
Or if I'm like, okay, everyone close your eyes and think of an alligator on a log. Like, I can't envision that. Like, I just have black in my brain. And I also, or my mind, I also don't have words. And I know a lot of people do, and I'm just like, what? It's like when I think, I know that I'm thinking, but there is no like voice in there. And the people who have a voice and like who gets to see images, like that must be so fucking awesome, because I'm living dark up here. I don't see anything, I don't hear anything. I just know that I'm thinking, and I know what I am thinking of without hearing it or seeing it. It's so hard to explain that to people who don't have that same situation going on. I remember laying there, like I woke up and like I physically couldn't move. And then I felt something like tickle my finger. Like it literally felt like someone was tickling my finger, but I was by myself. And it freaked me out so bad, but like I remember instantly falling asleep. And then I started talking, like, it's something that you guys don't know about me, so random fact. Hi. I have always hallucinated in my sleep. Like this has been going on since I was like 4 years old. I still remember the first time it happened. I imagined like hallucinated like a green purse. And from that point on, I would say like once a month, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and there'll be like a cool design on the ceiling, or like a huge spider, or like a skeleton, like sometimes some scary stuff, but 9 times out of 10, it's usually like a really cool design, like moving. So that's like a random fact. And it's always been so normal for me that like when I tell people and they like think I'm crazy, I'm like, well, I don't get it. Like, well, I don't understand, because it's been like a normal. I thought everyone experienced that. And so I don't vocalize it so much, but the few people I have told, they're like, no, like that doesn't happen to me. So I'm just wondering, like, does that happen to you guys? Like, because it doesn't happen to my babe over there. So, like, what does that make? Like, what does that mean? Like, if that's not normal?
Well, it's like sleep paralysis, technically the same thing.
But I don't feel I mean, I don't try to move when it happens. I just, oh, whoops, I woke up for a second and there's a big spider on the wall. I know what that means. So I don't try to move. So I don't know if maybe next time it happens, I'll try to move.
Could be sleep paralysis.
It could be sleep paralysis. Okay, so I'm gonna have to test out the waters there. But I remember like.
Well, you said you try to grab the purse.
I mean, that was when I was 4. Yeah. Like now it's just like something I'm so used to that it's just like, oh, cool. But I do remember like the hardest one for me for some reason, like even though it's something that like happens frequently, it was when I was living in Virginia. It was like the spider was as big as the ceiling. And I remember I hopped up so fast. And the person I was in bed with was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, oh my God, get the spider. And then they were like, there's nothing there. And I was like, oh, sorry, I was hallucinating. Normally, I don't react that way ever. But for some reason, that night I did. And I don't know what that's about. But yeah, anyways. Tell them how many times I paused the show.
Okay, oh my God. Last night she was watching Good Girls.
Yeah. Recommendation, Netflix, Good Girls. Fucking obsessed.
She unpaused it for, I'm not playing, 4 seconds, enough for her to get 3 words out, and she paused it again, and I literally said, what are you doing?
You guys, I think I have adult ADHD. I've been told it before. It is what it is. It's not that great. When I'm watching a show, within a 10-minute radius, you will see me pause it 6 times.
Yeah.
6 times. In a 10-minute radius. ADHD like me. ADHD Lynn. I've been told I got the ADD, but I've been told that by professionals, but I've never went through the tests. That's up to me. I know I need to, for sure. I'm super indecisive. I'm all over the place. And then when I decide on something, I like hyper fixate on it. Kind of an update on my ADHD, by the way. I am talking to my psychologist about it, and we're gonna see if I can get assessed, because adult ADHD is literally the only thing that makes sense. Just the random symptoms that I'm having and not being able to focus, and I don't know, it's just been getting worse and worse. And I think my hyperfixation gets pretty bad too, which I do not like that at all. And then like mixed with my intrusive thoughts, that's no fun, but that's like just like a mixture of like OCD and anxiety mixed together. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So another update I have is my ADHD. As you guys know, I have been wanting to get assessed for that. And I finally have someone calling me. They're supposed to be calling me within like the next 5 days. They want to evaluate me over the phone to see if I even need to take the step to get assessed, because they don't want to just like assess me right off the bat. They would rather evaluate me first. So I'm really excited that I'm finally taking the steps to do that. So I have an update on my ADHD. As you guys know, I feel like I have it. I am almost positive I have it. My psychiatrist thinks I have it. So she recommended me to get seen for that, and I was waiting for a phone call to be evaluated on the phone to even see if I should go to the further steps of being assessed, which are two completely different things. And I officially had the phone call to be evaluated, and they said, yes, it does sound like you have it. So I'm on the schedule to be assessed, but it goes all the way up until like 5 months from now. I guess a lot of people think they have ADHD. I know it's very common, but I'm not going to be seen to even be assessed for like another 5 months. So that is crazy. I was not expecting that, but I know some of you have been asking about that, so I wanted to let you guys know. I know people with ADHD also suffer with fixations, and as you guys know, I am a possible ADHD person, because like I have been told by a therapist. I still haven't gotten assessed. It's like a whole thing. I'm probably going to do that once I move. And as you guys know, like I was diagnosed with bipolar years ago, and even medicated, I would still go through manic episodes, and when that would happen, I would spend a lot of money. A lot. Things I didn't need, things I would never need.
So the horseshoes and bean bags and her.